You mentioned Facebook, and obviously, as one of the walled gardens, there's a limit to how much information they allow to flow out of their walled gardens. And you mentioned things like frequency capping or finding the optimal frequency. And that's great when you're working on sort of an RTB or open architecture environment where you can sort of standardize around the number of impressions that are delivered. But if you're using similar or the same creative within a walled garden and within the sort of programmatic ecosystem and indirect, IO or PMP
Yeah.
ecosystem, sort of how do you reconcile that, right? As a marketer, the fact that you have nearly zero visibility with regards to impressions, and that visibility is going down now with the depreciation of third-party cookies, and within mobile, the inability to track at the device level. So, you've got some headwinds to deal with.
Always in our industry, but I think this is a huge opportunity for creative, Kevin. Like of course I would say that, but like I think that all this stuff is going to hopefully redirect, brands to think less about audience strategies, DMP segments, ad serving, attribution, and just think, right, let's have a think about what the user's actually going to see. And we talk a lot at Ad-Lib about aligning creative and media, which was kind of what you were saying. Like brands are doing more and more. They're doing PMPs, they're doing open ad exchange buys, they're doing all these different strategies. Like if that stuff can be visualized and we can use, as a creative technology company, we can surface all of the amazing work which the media agencies have done to build different plans, to identify different audiences, to identify websites to target. And we can just purely say, look, what we're going to do is allow and enable brand managers, agencies, whoever it might be, to build relevant content associated to those targeting strategies. I think that's a win for the industry because we know relevance works. Personalization, I think the days of like geo over weather, over time of day, over audience, I think they're going to go, right? I think the important thing here is about trying to be relevant to the targeting strategy that the media agency is deploying. And that's what we're focused on.
Right.
And it seems to be working. We do consistently see really good performance. We do consistently see higher engagement. And I think all those things are what really matters when it comes down to it.